It's your boy J Truth. I'm thinking about starting something new, motivational videos. Something that I always felt like I was my calling. Well, I haven't always felt like it. I've really just found it. And so what I'm doing is videos and podcasts. Hopefully, just reaching out to more people, getting out to more people. Inspiring people each and every day. And since I got a lot of free time on my hands since it's summer, so I feel like it's no better time than to start now. And so I got an Instagram page called Wise Leading Entrepreneur. And at my original page, Jason Wright. That is my name, Jason Wright. I am 16 years old. Stay in Indiana. Yeah, 317. But I just feel like my calling from God is to impact people, help people, just share his word with people. And it don't matter what the story is, what the situation is, just lead people. And I feel like something that I've always been was a leader because I just got that. I feel like I have that touch on people when I'm just around them. I see the light in them, and then it comes out. And people have always told me that I am a leader. And even when I didn't see it for myself, they just kept telling me. And now I'm actually starting to realize it. And I just want to thank God for that, because without God, then I wouldn't have been able to find that. And my pastor is one of my biggest influences because he's doing a lot more stuff this year, and he's just showing his leading skills. And so I'm learning from him, learning from my father, my uncles, and I just feel like that's like something huge on me. And so that's why I'm starting an organization called Wise Leading Entrepreneur. But it's not me. I'm not the only wise leading entrepreneurs. I want to make or build more, help bring out more wise leading entrepreneurs and other people, because I always feel like I've had that helping hand, or I've always felt like I can help people. And so really what I just plan on doing is getting back out into the community, helping people. And I know one thing I've always liked to do is just listen to people's stories. Like, not just, oh, how's your day, but like, how has your whole life been? Seeing what they've been through and how they've got through it and conquering it. And so that's why I listen to a lot of rap music. And I feel like a lot of rap music has taught me man, this person's been through this. That's crazy. How did they get through it? Like J. Cole, for instance, his parents, he didn't always know his dad. And his mom, she was getting abused by his stepfather. And the only way I've known that is because through his music. And so his music has really impacted me. And he doesn't just tell his stories, he tells his friends' stories. He made a whole album about his friend called For Your Eyes Only. And that album just was amazing to me, because I just saw how he impacted people. And so it just showed how he told his friend's story. And so that's really something amazing to me. How do you tell other people's stories? And so I feel like, me personally, I just want to listen to people's stories. And if I've been through the same thing, then help them. And if I haven't, then I want to see what they've done and see where they have, in their story, where they have where we relate, and see how to get through that part. And then we can find something to get through that bigger part. And so really, Wise Leading Entrepreneurs, I'm trying to help people become smarter, learn about themselves, know that they always won't be struggling. Just help get people out of their struggle, because that's really only a mindset for now. And once you're struggling, you're able to get out of that. It's just once you're struggling, how you thinking. And if you're thinking negative, oh, I'm struggling, this, and that, then that's really what I feel like is going to keep you in the struggle. But if you know that you're struggling or you have pain, that is only temporary, because it's all for the bigger picture. And that's something I've known for the past 2 years. I always used to I felt like my family has struggled the past 2 years because, we were in this nice house. It was 5 of us. We were living good. And then God took that house away from us. And we're in apartments now. And it's it hit me, and I was like, man, we're struggling. And for so long, for the first 6 months to a year that we were in the apartment, I was man, this ain't good. This is terrible. How am I gonna grow? I'm not growing. You know, what I was saying was I'm not growing physically, not growing mentally. And so that really was hitting me. I was so stuck because we weren't like succeeding. But then, like I was saying, I was listening to J. Cole, and he got this song called "Love Yours," and it was like it's beauty in the struggle. And for a lot of people, that might mean something else, but for me, it was like it meant that the beauty in the struggle is I'm not. I don't have materialism. I'm not trying to find happiness in materialism. I'm finding happiness in things that I'll have longer. So it's beauty in the struggle because I got my family with me and we all together. And how I felt at the house, like when we were in the big house, it was we were all separated because we were in a big house. So it was like when everybody has something like everybody has room to separate, they will. And so that's what I felt like was going on. But then once we got in the apartment, it was like as soon as I turned the corner, oh, my dad right there. But if I was at the big house, I'd have to go get my dad. I had to go downstairs, turn like 2-3 corners just to see him. And so once we got an apartment, it was like, man, we were really together. And so I felt like that made us stronger and made us closer. And so that's what really was the beauty. It was like, who do I really have by my side now that we're here? And I have my parents, my sister, my brother. And so that's what really was like, that was the main point, was that I shouldn't be trying to find happiness in materialistic things and all of that. The real beauty is in the struggle, is where we're at now and how are we doing now, and we're together. And so that's pretty much like what this is all about. Why I'm doing this is because I feel like I found my calling, and that's to help people and to listen to people, to listen to what people have been through and stuff, and try to help them get through what they've been through. And that's just something that I feel if God has bestowed upon me. And so what I'm trying to do is drop at least 3 podcasts, 3 videos a week off like motivational purposes, sharing God's word, and just focusing on God and helping bring people closer to God, and helping people learn who God is and learn, how to get through life, just what they really need, like not what you need, but like ways to, if you're struggling, you feel like somebody isn't there, you can always DM me, we can talk, FaceTime, I'm there for people who feel like they don't have anybody there. And so that's what I feel like this is for, and what God has blessed me with technology for. Instagram, it's always a way to connect with new people, YouTube, all the social media sites. And so that's what I really just want to start with this for. And I just want to reach back out to the people. J Truth, Wise Leading Entrepreneurs, that's what you are. Deuces.